Hey guys, I'm back tonight with another video. And for today's video, I wanted to do something a little bit different. I wanted to share just a few cards that are really meaningful to me and that connect to different people in my life. This video is inspired by Matt from Straight Race Cards. I watched his video this morning, and he was sharing a few recent pickups that connect to certain people and events that have transpired in his life. And I just really enjoyed that video, and it was really well done, and I enjoyed seeing all the cards he chose and why he chose them. And before I get into the cards, if you are not subscribed or have watched any of Matt's videos, I highly recommend going over there and checking him out. He is a fantastic YouTuber. It's one of my favorites. I love watching all his videos. And again, that's Matt over at Straight Race Cards. So highly recommend you guys going and checking him out. And so we'll get right into the cards here. So the first one I want to show is this 1960 Topps Carl Yastrzemski rookie card. I mentioned in my Yaz showcase that I recently purchased my brother's collection. And he was a big Carl Yastrzemski fan. He collected, or he had, all his Topps cards. So he had his entire Topps run, and this was one of the cards that was a part of his collection. And he has since recently gotten out of the hobby. For several years now, he's not been collecting, and that's one of the reasons why one of the reasons why I was able to buy his collection from him. He is no longer interested in cards, but this card will always remind me of him and just how grateful I am to have it in my collection. Second card here I want to show. Let's see if I can stand this one up over there. Is the 64 Topps Hank Aaron. This is actually a card that reminds me of my dad. I actually got this card at the 2021 Chicago National, the only national I have ever attended. It was actually my birthday present that year to go to that national in Chicago, and like I said, me and my dad went there for a couple days, and he actually ended up getting me this card as one of my birthday presents while at the show, and it will always remind me of my dad and just how generous he is and how supportive he has been of my collecting. Like I said, me and my dad, as I maybe mentioned in other videos, actually go to shows together and buy cards and look for cards. He's been awesome about looking for cards in my collection, to add to my collection, excuse me. And yeah, he isn't a collector, but he loves picking up cards and helping me find cards for my collection. So this is always a card I'll remember him buying me as a birthday present that year. Let's see if I can hang that one up over there. The fourth card here I want to share is this 1976 Topps Walter Payton rookie card. This is a card that reminds me also of my dad and my uncles. They did own a copy of this card. It was a part of their collection, and as I mentioned, they collected mostly in the 70s, so a lot of my collection from the 1970s is actually from them. But when they gave me their collection, they could not find their football cards, but my dad distinctly remembers owning this card and having it in their collection. And I was thrilled to pick this card up at the Chantilly card show a couple years ago, and it'll always remind me of my dad, and how much of a fan he was of this card and of Walter Payton. Walter Payton was probably one of the greatest running backs, if not the greatest running back to ever play the game, and just a great ambassador of the NFL. So that is my third card I'm going to show. And then here's another card that I have shared in a previous video. It's this, of course, 55 Bowman Mickey Mantle. I have explained the crazy trade that my dad was able to pull off to acquire this card when he was little. This card has so much sentimental value to me. It's one of those ones I'll never get rid of, and it will always remind me of my dad. And the last card I want to share is this 1957 Topps Dodgers Sluggers card. This card actually reminds me of my grandfather, who actually passed away 2 years ago around this time. It'll always remind me of him because he was actually a big Brooklyn Dodgers fan. He grew up in New York with his brothers, and I remember him telling me when I was a lot younger that his favorite players were Gil Hodges and Duke Snider, and all those great Dodger players. This is a great looking card. He has since passed away. He had Alzheimer's, and now he is in heaven with the Lord. So yeah, I can show you the back of this one. Didn't show you the back of all these cards. I apologize, but yeah, there's that one. Thank you guys for watching. Do you guys have any cards in your collection that are really meaningful and connect to different people? If so, I would love to hear about them. And I will catch you guys later. Thank you for watching.